Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I'm playing for these series of V's I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there to try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, I'm really excited for these. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. And that's definitely the case. I actually went over there, I got off of work, and my intention was go to a fresh market that I'd been seeing some ads for on Facebook. And as it turns out, I went to the wrong fresh market, and the fresh market that I went to wasn't even open. So I ended up just going to a gas station. I got some Mountain Dew Pitch Black, so I just reviewed that. And then I also got a birria bowl from a place called Laredo Taco Company. I already ate it, but believe me. So I did reviews of both of those things. And I was literally on my way to the register. I got a bunch of shit in my hands. And just as I'm over there, I see something like by the display, and I was like, ooh. So I went over there and adjusted very carefully and picked it up. What is it, folks? What are we doing here? It happens to be, boom, Tabasco Bugles. Yes, man. Okay. So it's Bugles, which I love some Bugles. I don't eat them a lot, but I do really like them. And they're Tabasco flavored. Bugles. Who should eat Bugles? Anyone. Hockey moms and referees, father and son curling teams. Why are we going? Okay. Book clubbers, landlubbers, even party sound dubbers, band leaders, lead singers, lion tamers, all-night gamers. And they did a little rhyme thing. All right, good for them. Let's do it. Let's get a thing for the thing. It looks... And it's new! Ha 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 ha! Let's try out some Tabasco Bugles. I really like Bugles, and I really like Tabasco sauce, so... Plus, you don't get new flavors of Bugles very often. It's like once every few years. I've reviewed some Bugles in the past. I did a comparison between their Ranch Bugles and their Hidden Valley Ranch Bugles. Go watch that one. It's a few years old. Oh, wow, they're so bright. Look at that. There's the kick. Ooh, I like these. These are good. I'm in a good mood today. This is, usually when I'm off of work, I'm in a good mood anyway, but this is a good one. I got Mountain Dew Pitch Black. That makes me happy. I had a really nice birria bowl, and these are good too. Now, I will mention this, because I mention it whenever I review snacks. Here's the bag, right? Look at the bag. It's about the size of my head. I got a big head. But that is how many chips we actually get. About half the size of my big ass head. And people will say, oh, but they have to do it for transport. No, they don't. No, they don't. They admitted they don't. They've been jipping you and you've been buying into it. I'm sorry, but that's the case. But I will say I do like this a lot. It says a lot that I know full well that they're screwing us over, and I still buy the shit, so. Got that nice kind of vinegary hit. And these things they're really interesting because, like, Bugles have, like, a really unique flavor that nothing else tastes quite like Bugles do. And then on top of that, you've got, like, this interwoven flavor. It's not, like, just straight Tabasco sauce flavor. They could have done that and I'd have been super happy anyway. But they made sure to keep the essence of the Bugles. And I think that's great because fundamentally they're Bugles. If I just want Tabasco flavor, I'll just go buy some Tabasco sauce and I'll just drink it at my leisure like a fucking maniac. But that's not what I'm trying to do here. I want to go over there and overconsume on Tabasco sauce in a way that won't get me committed. Here we go. I like these. So it's really interesting because, like, the first part of it is more bugle, which is kind of a hint. You know, some of the flavor, a little bit of the heat. But as the bugle dissolves, that's when you start getting a stronger heat, you start getting that stronger flavor. And by the end, that's when you've got the proper hit. Get a little bit of that vinegar flavor in there. These are super duper tasty. I'm a big fan of these. Actually, too, I say it's hot and cheesy. So, I guess I kind of get the cheesy aspect of it. Kind of like, okay, so, one of the flavors, I really like the kick that you get from it. Like, Tabasco sauce kick is, yeah, it's nowhere near as strong as, like, some of the stuff that I go in for. But, like, it's pretty much a perfect flavoring hot sauce. It has a nice kick to it, has really nice flavor to it. And damn it, when you apply it to stuff, it's really nice. But one of the flavors that Bugles, like, I think one of the first flavors they did outside of just their normal ones are their nacho cheese ones. And I like those. I haven't had them in a while. But I guess my guess is they basically took those and then put the Tabasco sauce flavor, kind of layered that on top. But no, I think these are really nice. Like, again, I'm not getting a huge cheesiness from it, but I guess there's a little bit of a nacho-y kind of deal. I think maybe I was sort of playing that more into just the flavor from the Tabasco, but like, yeah, okay. I actually would have been interested to see how these would have carried without the cheese flavor. That would have been interesting. But I will say, I really like these. I think these are fantastic. But two questions have to be asked. Would I get them again? Would I recommend them? Hell yes and hell yes. I like these a whole bunch. The question becomes, really, are they my favorite flavor of Bugle now? Maybe. I'd have to kind of stew with them a little bit more to kind of, sort of take it all in. But at the very least, they're in contention. I really like those. I think they hit the way that I want Bugles to hit. Again, the cheese aspect of it doesn't come through super prominently, but like, again, kind of a nacho-y sort of deal. But the main thing is that Tabasco flavor. And I do think that's well represented. I feel like the heat carries over nicely to such an extent where it's not going to be for everybody, but it's not like actively abrasive. I feel like they did a good job of getting the heat level similar to what you would get from a Tabasco sauce. And then also incorporating the different elements of the flavor in there. The pepper flavor, and then again, a little bit of the vinegar hit. It's obviously not going to be one-to-one, but like I've had plenty of like chips and stuff that are supposed to be flavored with this sauce or that sauce. And I'd say it's 50-50 as to whether or not they fucking taste anything like the sauce they're supposed to taste like. These taste like Tabasco sauce, so I'm a fan. If I'm recommending them, main thing is they're not going to be for everybody. If you're not into spicy stuff, basically if you already don't like Tabasco sauce, no reason to get these. Whether you don't like the flavor, whether you don't like the heat level, it's going to be there. But I do think that it's certainly worth trying. And, maybe go over there, maybe if you're a little bit uncertain, share it with somebody, share a bag. Chances are, I would imagine, at least somebody will probably like them. Because I think they're fucking awesome, and I'm this guy, so, clearly. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of the year. Folks, go over there and give themselves a truly Tabasco sauce-tastic rest of your life. Because hooray, Tabasco sauce. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you can do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your personal favorite flavor of Bugles? I mean, for me, man, the originals are always just that standout, you know? And some of that's a little bit nostalgia, you know, because, like, it was always, like, kind of a favorite treat as a kid, you know? My dad would get them for me, and I wear them on my fingers and stuff. They were fun, you know? But I do still think that classic Bugles are fantastic. I like the nacho cheese ones. Never been huge into the, like, the sweet ones they did, like the caramel and some of those. They're okay, but I think they did, like, a cinnamon toast crunch one, and I think I even reviewed that one. You can go look it up if you're interested. But yeah, that's why I'm so impressed with these, because, like, I like these a lot. But let me know. Anyway,